Alright guys, we're gonna do a little tutorial here on our icons, more specifically the part icons in the store. I will touch on our main mod icon again quick for those of you that didn't have a chance to keep up last time. So what I didn't mention in the first tutorial, which I should have, is T-Object Editor. You guys should grab one. Mine looks like this here, and you can grab whatever one you find online. See if it works. I'm not going to give you a link because I don't want to be responsible for someone downloading a malware or virus or whatever. So this is the one I've got here. Alright, now to get started, we're going to jump into the mod folder we had on the desktop last tutorial. I deleted mine, so we're going to get that back here, and we're going to go into our mod folder, and I renamed mine Bumper, and last tutorial I believe it was anyname.scs. I renamed mine to Bumper, and I'm going to open this up and extract this to a new folder. I'm going to call it Ugly Bumper on the desktop. I believe I called it My Mod or something last time, but that don't make a difference. So we got it extracted here. Now we're going to open this up. We're going to do a couple things. First off, we're going to go into Material, and we're going to add a new folder, and we're going to call it UI, lowercase letters, and inside UI we're going to make a new folder, and we're going to call this Accessory. Okay, now in Accessory we're going to make another new folder, and this folder is going to be unique to you. You don't want no conflicts with it, so make it a unique name. You know, your mod, the mod icon, whatever you want to name it. I think I'm just gonna name mine My Mod Icons. Okay, maybe not. It's you know, like you'd name this if it was a truck you were naming, you could name it something like that, but we're doing part, so yeah, we'll do part icons. Okay, and inside this part icons folder that we just made, we are going to start putting our files here. So first we're going to make a new text document, and I'm going to name this Ugly Bumper. Now you can name this anything you want. I'm calling it Ugly Bumper because I'm going to name my icon Ugly Bumper. Okay, you can name it Bumper 1, Bumper 2, whatever you need to do. And the extension is going to be .mat, uglybumper.mat. Okay, and I'm going to add a new T-Object document here in this folder as well, and I'm going to call it Ugly Bumper. Now depending on the program you got, you may or may not be able to right click new and add the T-Object document. So however you need to add one to this folder, we're going to need to get one in here. Okay, so we will leave these for a few minutes, and we're going to jump into this paint.net, and you can use GIMP or Photoshop or whatever you'd like to use, but I'm going to use paint.net, and I'm going to rescale this for our part icon, and it's going to have to be 256 pixels wide by 64 tall. Alright, now I'm going to delete my alpha channel, and we're going to just we'll do something real simple so we can just get it working, get it in the game. This keeps closing on me. Alright, we'll call it, just say Ugly Bumper. Alright, So I'm going to go File, Save. We're going to save this into our folder, our root folder for our mod. Well, not in the root, but we're going to go into our root folder, and we're going to go into Material, UI, Accessory, and our Part Icons folder that we had created. And I'm going to change the extension to DDS, Direct Draw, and I'm going to rename this Ugly Bumper. Okay. DXT5 is what we want for our compression. Okay, so I've got my Ugly Bumper image file here. Now we're going to jump to our Ugly Bumper material file. So we're going to open this up. We're going to add a few lines here. We're going to add material and UI inside our quotations. We're going to add a set of curly brackets, and then we're going to add a line called texture, and inside these brackets quotations we're going to put the name of our image, icon image. So mine's Ugly Bumper, but we're not referencing our image file. We're referencing our TObject file. So it's .TObject, okay, or TOBJ. Underneath this, we're going to add texture underscore name, and this is just going to be, oh, can't spell. This is going to be equivalent to texture. All right, and that's it for our icon material files. We can save that and close it. And our TObject file, sorry about that, guys, I had a phone call. So we're going to open up our TObject file here, and we're going to enter the path that this TObject file is going to be hunting for. So you look at the top here, we've got material, UI, accessory, part icons. Okay, so the slash stays in front of our line, and we're going to add material slash UI slash accessory slash our folder, so part icon, part icons, can't spell today. All right, now now is where we reference our image file. So Ugly Bumper .dds. All right, we're going to save this. Now before I close this, for some reason, I'm not sure the problem, every once in a while I get a missing texture error or something to that nature, and I hunt, and now I know better, but I used to hunt and hunt and hunt and look for it and redo my image and recorrect it and redo my material file, and it turns out for some reason this Ugly Bumper TObject file, if I was to open this, it might have an @ symbol at the end, or some weird symbol here, or a couple symbols. I don't know why it does that. I do know that once you make your TObject file, okay, the path is this many letters long. If you were to start changing this, and I'm going to just change this to bumper and resave it, like to copy and paste this, it will fill in your UGLY, so 4 letters worth of garbage at the end, and it's not going to find a DDS, JKL, you know. So if you end up with problems, look into your TObject file first. You might have a problem here at the end. It can't reference the image even though your image is there. So what you can do is to correct that is you can first of all try and delete those characters and save it and reopen it, and if they're still there, which they most likely will be, your only other option is to create a whole new TObject file here. Okay, delete this one totally, redo it, and with the new path. That was my only way around that. Okay, so we have our icon, our material, and our TObject file done. So we're going to go to the root of our mod folder here. We're going to go into our def folder, vehicle, truck, Peterbilt, accessory, bumper, and we're going to open up our defining file for our model here for our bumper. All right, and this line for icon, we're going to change this, and we're going to change this to our folder name and our icon name here, but no extension. All right, sorry about that, guys, I had another phone call. So we're going to change this here. We're going to change this to our part icons / ugly bumper. Okay, and there's no extension after this. It'll hunt through the material UI accessory folder for your part icons folder, and then inside that your icon. Okay, so we're done with this, and we're gonna go down. We're gonna repack this mod. Actually, we don't need to repack this mod. What we can do, like we did in the previous video, is open our mod folder again, and we're gonna open up our mod, and we can just we can drag one file or all of them or whatever. I'm gonna drag them all, and the main reason I do that, until your mod starts getting big, and this takes 5 minutes to compress, I'll do this again, because this compression, make sure it's set to store. Okay, and just click OK. Now main reason I do all of them is because once you do a little bit of modifying in your vehicle, you probably end up doing a little bit in your def files and possibly a little bit in your material as well. So just grab them all, reload them, or just the def, it don't matter, just a quick way, and that's done. It's repacked into the mod in your mod folder as is. Sorry about that, guys, I had another phone call. I just can't get a break today. So we repacked this mod. We were going to test it here right away, but I said I was going to touch on the main icon, so we're going to do that quickly. So we're just going to open this back up. I'm going to open it with paint.net, and as you can see, we used our screenshot last time. Okay, all we need to do is keep these constrictions of 276 and 162 pixels. So we can literally make our own icon if we don't want to use an image or whatnot, right? So we'll make a quick little reminder here, and just so you guys can see, and same thing goes for the alpha channel here as well. Generally on a mod icon, you don't need to worry. 276 by 162 pixels. All right, one more, we can't forget this line. Alright, so we can just save this over top of our old one, since we had one created. For those of you that missed, we'll go File, save it into our root folder, wherever that may be. Mine is on the desktop. Okay, we're going to save it right in the root folder. Mine's named mod icon, and it needs to be a JPEG extension. Okay, and we'll overwrite it. Click OK. Alright, so that's done. Now I'm going to double check something here. I feel like I missed something. No, I spelled texture wrong here. Good thing I come back to check, guys. Don't copy my spelling. Alright, we should be good to go here. So I'm going, because I changed these, we're going to go back and open our mod up, and we're going to repack this. And I'm just going to select, drag and drop, store as our compression method, click OK, and we can go test this. so we're gonna go into here, and here's our icon. It used to be a truck, so it's just that quick to change it. If you're updating a mod and you know, you can leave the picture or change it, it's just that fast. We don't need to do no more monkeying around with the files. So now we'll go see if our part icon is working correctly. Cam Studio is giving me some lag. All right. Ugly yellow truck, and there's our ugly bumper icon that we made. So now you'll see that, as I was saying about the alpha channel, everything that's alpha you'll be able to see through here. Okay, and one quick example, I'm going to go back out here, and I'm going to just quickly create another mismatched icon, and I'll reload it, and we'll jump back in here and just show you what the alpha channels. I keep getting hung up here. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my mod folder here, and I'm going to go to my icon for my bumper, and I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to clear this, and we will fill a few boxes here. And what I'm doing here is basically, you guys will be able to see how this alpha channel works. All right. So basically, I've got my icon done here. Okay. I'll throw a few. Oh, I did it in the selection box, so that's not going to work for us. Here, I'll leave it like that. No worries. We'll just do that. How's that? We'll just save this. We'll overwrite DXT5. Click OK. So we just resaved our, we just changed our icon. So we don't need to do no editing to any of our files here. But we are going to need to open our mod folder back up and open our mod, and we will repack this. And we'll go back into our American Truck Simulator. Excuse me. If everything worked correctly, we'll have a new icon, and you'll see where we didn't apply color in our boxes, you'll be able to see through it. That's the plan anyways. Oh, don't want to purchase that. Okay, so you can see where the boxes weren't filled in. It's like I said earlier, a piece of glass. So just keep that in mind if you open an image. Like if I jump out here to open a new, oh come on, paint.net, you automatically end up with this white background. Okay, and we'll start adding stuff in here and drawing and whatever. You're gonna end up with a total white background. So you can Control A and delete this, and you're left with an alpha channel. Okay, All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for this tutorial.